Debrief. All right.
This is the right
Sure.
one. Not
Yes.
the...
So overall, how did you think the lesson went?
Okay.
And with the standards 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, I've got them all in front of me here.
Sure.
Yes, I thought the lesson went well. I just wanted to tell you, I left for the last 20 minutes.
Okay.
Did you show the video or you didn't show the video?
No, the video
Okay,
did not
I
come
thought
up.
so. That's okay. I mean, you had a lot planned
Yeah.
anyway, so.
Spelling test took a bit longer than I expected.
Yeah, but they were so excited.
They love it. These two are the most energetic year 3 students I've ever had.
They are really sweet, and yeah, they really got engaged. At some point, there is one standard that talks about students' engagement, and they are so engaged, which is great. I mean,
I keep it up. I see them every day, sometimes twice a day. So I'm happy that they're coming to class like that, even at the last lesson.
Yes.
You know, this was the last lesson of the day.
Right.
You expect them to be a little tired.
True.
But nope.
No. They were really excited about doing the spelling test. It's clear that they know there's sounds and the jolly phonics moves, and they enjoy those. So I thought, while I was reading again the standards and I was watching you, I thought I'm going to write 2 words that I think apply to your lesson. One is facilitating, because you're really trying your best to make it simple for them, which is not necessarily an easy thing to do sometimes. And then I wrote the word companion, because they see you, because one of the standards, the learning environments, talks about the teacher being a co-learner more than a teacher. So I thought, a co-learner, a companion, which is great. A little bit is because we have these small classes, so you're able to establish these relationships with the students. But I just thought, you did a good job at making the material simple for them, making sure that they understand. But at the same time, of course, you have to talk quite a lot because the level of English is so low. Slowly during the year, what I'm thinking is going to happen, there's going to be a bit more balance between your talking time and their talking time. I'm not saying that it's teacher-centered, but you've got to act it out, you've got to mime it, give a lot of examples. And they had opportunities for talking. It's just that the level is so low that
there's not much you can.
They're beginners.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's that's the way it is.
They're not going to be able to read a comprehension text and be able to do it independently. No, everything has to be together.
You have to. Yeah. That's what I thought. Drew is like a companion, co-learner. I thought. Yeah.
Thank you.
So yes, I mean, I like the fact that you're very encouraging and positive, and you give them the sticker for the spelling test, or you do tell them, well done. It's you're. The environment is supportive. The students feel safe. There is an environment of mutual respect and support. Like I'm talking about standard 3, for example. Okay. I think they feel very safe and very comfortable in your room. What else did I write?
Was the lesson material
appropriate to the level? I thought so. I was a bit worried about, because obviously you're trying to go by patterns, and they're learning certain spelling patterns. But of course, there's other words that come up. So when you're looking at eat,
right,
and the way it's spelled, or
well, we went over E, but that's double E,
right,
not EA.
But I suppose it all fall into place at some point.
I'm trying to build them, because when they come with nothing at such a young age, you have to build the phonics in order for them to read. That's why we're reading every night. You know.
Yeah.
So when they start getting the comprehension through reading, then we can start building more with blends and digraphs and diphthongs and all that linguistic terminology. For them to grow more.
Yes. No, and I thought there was, as I said, a good balance of sit in time, and then they got up and they moved a little bit to do the miming, for example.
They're a very moving bunch. They love to move. So if I just turn my back 1 second just to dance in 1 second, Martina's right behind me. It's.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind it because we're such a small group. It's very easy to get them back on track.
Of course. I mean, I was sitting there thinking, if you had a whole class of even just 15 or 20 kids, then you wouldn't be able, obviously, to. You could do some game. I was thinking the miming game. Like this is more personalized. They all have turns. You would have to adjust certain things, but we're lucky to have these small groups. So.
But we discussed in my cohort last week or the week before, I can't remember. The misconception is small numbers easier,
right?
But it's not really, because as you can see, I put a lot into a lot of activities, and it's a lot of personal engagements.
Yes, but they rely more on you.
Exactly.
They don't have another student. You can't really pair them up with this group work or learn from each other. All the input comes from you. I mean, there's two of them, but and huge improvement for Sam in terms of confidence as well.
Just within,
because Martina is very confident.
Always. Just within the 2 weeks, because the last time you came was, I guess, or the last time I videoed was like the introduction, I guess.
Yeah.
And within 2 weeks, he's able to read books by himself quickly. Martina's able to do activities more by herself, so.
And I thought, you showed how strategies that are developmentally appropriate for students based on their needs. You give them time for thinking. You try to elicit answers from them instead of giving it because because it's a small class, and if they don't know, you've mimed it, and then you're thinking, okay, well, what else can I do? But it's just by insisting on that and repetition, they will get it.
And I think you made a nice point about, in the beginning, they're here and I'm here, and when the balance, they'll flip eventually. Normally that comes, I don't know, it's just, I know there's a theory behind it, but I don't know it. After a certain amount of time, students will start to flip. And we can put it to our class, our school schedule. Normally right after Christmas, like within those first 2 weeks, they just start booming. Yeah. And it's just so fascinating to see.
Yes, when they start talking, it's good.
Exactly. Because then they can tell you what they want, what they like, what they don't like, and what's going well if they understand everything. So.
Other than that, I thought it was good. Yes, you're doing a good job. And maybe just one very small thing. Yes. You're trying to make it easier for them to understand, and you're breaking down the sentences. But I noticed it's not like you made a mistake, obviously, because you're a native speaker. No, but you're trying to speak like they speak.
Right.
And because they repeat everything, I don't want to think that they may learn it wrong or may think that that's correct. Maybe just try to give them the correct version.
Okay.
Said in because it's easy to go,
I even notice it when I'm doing it, and then I go back and I was like,
but it's normal because
because that's what first comes for ESL students. They don't learn the don't, they learn the no. They're like me no go.
Yeah, no, I know. It's very tricky, and maybe this could be somebody else that says, "Oh no, Sarah, what are you talking about?" In my experience, I think it's easier to try and put it out there correctly for them to at some point repeat it correctly, then learn it wrong and then have to relearn it.
Totally.
It's like with the.
Thanks for mentioning that.
No, I don't know. It's something interesting that maybe you can.
It's just kind of
discuss, but I know because they don't get it. And I know.
I noticed something too, because I always say, "Oh my goodness." I always say, "Oh my goodness." It's just how I talk. And Martina started today saying, "Oh my goodness."
Yeah.
They repeat everything that you say. So you're totally right in that sense.
They copy you, which is great. It's great because you make them feel comfortable. They're not scared to speak up and try, and that's the good thing.
that's part of
They'll
ESL
take
too.
risks and
getting that fear barrier just out there.
It's scary to open your mouth and say something that you don't know how to say. Yeah. No, so I think that's okay. It was very good. It was very interesting.
Great.
Thank you for this.
And you know how to evaluate the lesson now?
Yes, I think I understood that now.
So yeah, just log in, evaluate it.
I'll go
slight comments, I guess.
and do it right now. So that's fresh in my head with my notes, and it will be in the right place.
Sure.
I promise.
Thanks.
Thank you, Drew.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, it's great.